But Deezy, you brought up 2021 vibes. I don't know if you remember this, but in 2021, we were at the crypto conference in Nashville, and I don't know if you remember, you perfectly called the top. Like, you told my audience, you guys can go see the video on my channel. You pretty much perfectly called the top. How are you feeling about that prediction? And do you have any predictions going forward?
Well, I did, and it wasn't like I was just Nostradamus, or I'm like looking at all these lines, or the math meme. I'm like doing trigonometry in my head. I really am just a 4-year cycle guy, and the 4-year cycle is really closer to 3 years and 10 months. And so I was just using that as my template. And December 2017 kind of led me to October, November 2021, and it certainly played out perfectly. And then also using the same metric, I called the November 2022 bottom. I should probably go ahead and pin that tweet, because now that we're about a year away, I'll look, and I'll look to see what the year anniversary. I'll go ahead and pin it on the year anniversary, and it ended up being the bottom. It was the $15,500, and so I'm using the same template again, and I'm coming in a little bit later than a lot of my peers. I think we have this bias to want the top to happen sooner than it's really going to happen. And if you go with the 3-year, 10-month/4-year cycle, it's given us like a September, October 2025. That's kind of a long way from now, but that's kind of good news too, because it maybe gives you more time to accumulate, not at the great multiples that you're going to get 12 months ago, but there's still going to be some undervalued gems out there. There's going to be a pullback before the halving. I think, I don't know if we go up to 42 and pull back to 25, or maybe go up to 50 and go down to 28. I do think there will be a pullback. I think there'll be a cheaper opportunity to jump back in. So using that prediction, I do have another prediction. September. No, let me rephrase. October 16th, $96,000. Oh my God. If we can go back, then this ends up being prescient. This is November 9th, 2023. And I'm calling October 16th, $96,000 Bitcoin 2025.
I'm writing it down right now, man. I'm making a note of that. And if you do it, man, if that happens, we're going to buy some lottery tickets. Now, Deezy, you're the host of Around the Blockchain, man. One thing, a lot of my friends aren't too into crypto. They kind of like fly by, they got a little crypto. One week they think it's a scam. The next week they're asking me what tokens to buy, normally when it's pumping. But so you're the host Around the Blockchain. What's your friend circle like? Like, is your friends kind of in it? Not crypto friends, but people in real life, are they kind of in it? Do they see all of this as a fugazi? What's kind of their temperature on it?
Well, I moved out to Atlanta, and so my social life is really closely aligned with my work life. And so all these people here, we do eat, sleep, breathe crypto. I wake up, surged up in the middle, I pop up like a vampire and I scream, Bitcoin. Freaks my fiance out sometimes, but no.
Congrats on that. I forgot, man. Congrats on.
Oh, thank you. So I'll just speak to her specifically. She is not into crypto. I'm slowly, I think, maybe planting seeds here and there, but she's really, I think when Bitcoin, maybe gets closer to 50, 60,000, maybe it'll look a little bit cooler to her.
Oh, absolutely. And then you just bought a house last time we had talked too, huh?
Yeah, it's one thing to call the top. It's another thing to sell the top. And we might say, oh, I think it's a bottom. And it's like, well, did you put in your fiat? Did you go ahead and use your dry powder? Oh, no, because it might go lower. We might not even say it out loud, but, deep down we're thinking. And even if you think it's the top, there's this demon. There's this devil's on your shoulder. And the devil's saying, no, it's going to go higher, idiot. And then you end up not selling, even though 80% of you thinks it is the top. That 20% of you makes you not sell. And so I got lucky. I ended up, I just saw the prices rising. I saw the interest rates rising on the 30-year mortgage. And so I ended up selling the majority of my crypto October, November, December 2021. I just got more lucky than anything. And so, yeah, I ended up putting it towards real estate.
Yeah, I think that was a good transition. I would assume that if you bought houses, so you got locked in a lower interest rate. Plus, I want to assume that you bought a house in a decent area. Maybe it appreciated a little bit. But overall, good move. And, what's crazy is going into this cycle, you might be able to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Take profits and buy another property. Is that something you're looking at doing?
Well, this time I'll be playing more of the 2008, 2010 vibes where, no, you're not looking at a, real estate website. You're not going to, I forget the Zillow. You're not going to Zillow. You're going down to the courthouse. And I think we might end up seeing something more close to like that, where that's where you're really going to have real opportunities.
Absolutely. You're talking about buying like tax liens,
Yeah, yeah, and
foreclosed properties.
then you might be able to speak a little bit more to that. I'll be calling you up, trying to get some tips from you, getting dusting off that old, Kevin playbook. Go ahead, buy when there's blood in the streets. All right, you got it.
The move that I'm hearing a lot about, and shame on me, I wish I knew more about it. I don't know if you ever heard of the Pace Morbley guy. He does the sub-2 mortgages, and that seems to be one of the new hack for real estate.